Some people love to get this feeling of unfairness. It's not fair. It's just not fair. How could God dare save that lowlife? That man who struggles, he has all of these sins in his life. He struggles with sin. He lives in sin. He's done such horrible things. That person will never be as righteous as me someday. Right? We do this in our minds. Like, I've been living for the Lord my whole life, and I've reached level 10. I'm about to beat the video game of spiritual video games. I'm about to conquer the spiritual maturity. I'm near the top. Me and Billy Graham, we play kickball together in heaven when we get there. I'm so spiritually mature. And this person might come to the Lord out of, this is going to sound terrible. Maybe they've been an alcoholic and they have beat their wife and they don't pay their child support, and they're just cruel and they're mean and they're just downright dirty and nasty people. And then they give their life to the Lord, and then they start turning their life around, and then they die a month later. There's no way that person could have reached your level of spiritual holiness, because God works on us a little bit at a time. Over time, it's called sanctification. We get more and more like Jesus over time. And so some people go, that's not fair. I want God's grace to be big enough for me and my issues, but not for that person. It's just not fair. Matthew 20, we're going to go there. Matthew 20, and it says in verse 11 to 16, this is exactly what this is talking about. Jesus is telling a parable, and he's saying about these guys who he hires them to work his field. Some get up early morning. Chuck's the first one in the field at 2 a.m. working. And then Pastor Matt shows up around 11. He's still half awake because he doesn't like mornings. And then some people show up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then some people show up at 6 o'clock in the evening. And his quitting time is at 7. And at the end of the day, it says, and on receiving their gift, they all got the same pay. They all got a full day's wages. Some of them worked 14 hours. Some of them worked an hour. And the symbolism is basically when people get saved, at what stage in their life and how long they could have possibly lived for the Lord. And he's saying the payment is the same. And it says, on receiving the payment, which is eternal life, those who'd been working the field all day, basically, they grumbled at the master of the house, saying, these last worked only 1 hour. And you have made them equal to us spiritual level 10 people. We're so spiritual. And in that human nature for us to kind of compare, You have made them equal to us who have borne the burden of the day and the scorching heat. And he replied to one of them, friend, I am not doing you any wrong. Am I doing you no wrong? Did you not agree with me for a denarius? A day's wages, by the way, in the Bible was a denarius. Take what belongs to you and go. I, God the Father, not me, God the Father, chooses to give to this last worker as I give to you. Am I not allowed to do what I chose with what belongs to me? Or do you begrudge me my generosity? So the last will be first and the first will be last. So your second fill in the blank is by faith through faith in Jesus Christ. That's how we come to Jesus. Whether early in our life, late in our life, whether we've worked through a bunch of sin or we've got a lot of sin still to work through, God's grace is more than enough.